Movie theaters have been in a swift decline for the past 5 years. How are we going to fix this problem? Well, thankfully, I have all the answers, but no one really comes to me to find them. Today, we are going to solve the theater crisis. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome back to a brand new episode of A Guy from South Dakota. My name's Evan. I'm a guy from South Dakota. Cheers. Now, you may have missed me from last week. Yeah, I'm sorry, okay? I was just dying in my bed. Dude, I was sick for like an entire week. I don't know if this has been going around where you live, but it's been rough. So, thank you guys for coming back, even though my last episode flopped terribly. Listen, guys, I'm not perfect, okay? I'm trying here. I'm really trying. So if you want to just show me a little extra love, go ahead, check out that last episode because I'd really appreciate it. And if all my hard work just kind of went for nothing, that kind of sucked. But whatever, man. Hey, we're back. Welcome back. Man, what is it? 28, episode 27, 28. I should really figure these things out before I 27. 27, baby. I'm coming off a hot win in my softball game this week. You should have seen me. I struck out. Yep. I struck out in slow pitch softball. That's a bit of a rough thing. But then I came back. Had some great catches in the outfield. And I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling back to 100% health. But now it's down to business. How are we going to solve the theater crisis? I mean, you guys might have noticed, like, theaters have been in a swift decline for a long time. It honestly feels like longer than the past 5 years. I mean, when was the last time you've been to a movie? Literally, think about it. When was the last time you have seen a movie in a movie theater? It's probably been like a couple years, maybe a few months. I know I'm not the majority here. I go to see movies pretty often. I have the AMC Movie Pass. If you have an AMC anywhere where you live, the AMC Movie Pass is like the absolute most goated thing ever in your entire life. They're changing it now. Right now it's $25 a month. You get 3 movies a week, and that's Dolby, that's IMAX, that's Standard Edition, like whatever you want. And this is like, it's huge. It's huge for people who love movies. If you just want to go on a date night, this feels like an ad read. It's really not. But if you just want to go on a date night with, even if it's just your bro, like you and your bros just going out, you can build an entourage on there. You can book movie tickets for each other. It's a great thing to have if you just enjoy going to movies. Now, if you don't have an AMC near you, my condolences, but there's also like a Regal app, which isn't that bad. I would say that's probably like number 2 in terms of movie apps. Movie Pass is apparently back. I don't know. Do you guys remember Movie Pass? Movie Pass came out like, that had to be like 2016. They came out and it's like, yeah, see like 3 movies a week and you pay like $10, but like they made no money. Like they just went bankrupt immediately. Everyone's like, this is way too good to be true. And what do you know? It was. Now, I just got back from the movie theater yesterday. I saw Sinners. Ryan Coogler directed this. You may have remembered him from Black Panther, Fruitvale Station, anything with Michael B. Jordan in it. And what do you know? Michael B. Jordan is in this one too. Now, this movie, I have to say, this is one of the coolest movies I've ever seen in my entire life. And now you might have thought, like, going into a movie like Sinners, if you have seen it, please do yourself a favor, go see it if you haven't. But it's like, it's primarily black characters, and you're thinking like, oh, I'm a white dude, and maybe this movie isn't for me. It's for everyone, bro. This movie is so good. It's hard to describe this movie in any other way than like, oh, it's just cool. You got Michael B. Jordan playing twins. You got Haley Steinfeld just like there. I wish she was in more of the movie. And spoiler alert, this is like, I'm going to give some spoilers to the movie. So if you don't want to listen to any spoilers of Sinners, just fast forward a little bit. I'd say like Give it like 3-4 minutes. If you hear me like getting really energetic and right as you fast forward, I'm probably still talking about Sinners. I'll keep it to like 5 minutes. But so this movie, you're in like this, it feels like Prohibition era. I don't exactly know when the Prohibition was, but literally 45 minutes of the movie is just them setting up a party. That is majority of the movie. At least half of the movie is them setting up this fucking party. And it's still so cool. I could have watched the whole movie of just them getting this juke joint set up. That's what they're doing. The whole goal of the movie is them, Michael B. Jordan and his brother, Smoke and Stack. They're setting up this juke joint, just a club for primarily black people, and they're just trying to get together, make this for their community. They got all this imported Irish beer. They got French wine. They're trying to have a great party place that they can just make money off of. You know, it's simple, very easy, but Michael B. Jordan's so cool. Man, I've always thought Michael B. Jordan was cool, but like he is just so cool in this movie, and he's so funny. There's one quote from this movie where these guys are checking out his truck. He's got all covered up. He asks this little girl like, "Hey, I'll pay you 10 cents a minute to watch my truck." And she's like, "Oh, sure." And he's like, "Hold on now. Like, don't let me go pull a fast one on you." It's like when someone comes at you, you got to come back with them with something. He's like always teaching these people around him like how to just be better, like to take more control in their life. Tells this little girl, like, "Oh, I'll come at you with 10 cents. You need to come back to me with something higher. Come on, hit me with it. What you got?" It's like 30 cents. It's like 20 cents. She's like, "Okay, deal." It's like, "Okay, cool." And these guys are checking out his truck. And he shoots one of the guys in the ass. And then he tells the other guy he's running away. He's like, "Where you going? But my boy get there faster." Fucking so cool, man. So cool. And I know I'm a little late to like talking about this movie, but damn, this movie is so cool. Anyway, so they're setting up this party, doing all this stuff, and they pick up this guy who's a musician. Pick him up, his younger cousin. They pick him up from his pastor father, and he's just this amazing blues singer. He's got so much soul in his voice. And this is like, you know, they're working on plantations. They're free, but it's not like free yet, you know. So they got to meet their quotas, picking cotton and everything. And this guy's got an amazing voice. And they're just going around town picking up more musical acts. They're picking up, we need a sign. Let's go hit up this lady for the sign. Oh, let's go get some catfish. Oh, we need someone to cook the catfish. Oh, he's on, and we're going to go pick up this dude's his ex-lover. They lost a child together. Oh, man. It's so cool. And all this is happening, and you're just like, man, this is fun. I like them setting up this party. And that's before the crazy shit happens. So they're setting up the party. They're doing whatever. And then out of nowhere, you get this cutscene. This guy, he's burning up. And you know this movie is about vampires. You know that from the trailer. So then you're like, well, shit, I totally forgot that there's vampires in this movie. And then the vampires show up. Shit gets crazy. There's a big old showdown. I'm not going to talk about the entire movie. This isn't a movie review, even though it kind of sounds like it. But all this to be said, just came back from that movie, and I am so psyched. Like, guys, I'm telling you, there's nothing better than seeing a movie in theaters. Every movie is made to be, well, not every movie. Not every movie is made to be seen in theaters, and that's okay. But movies are better in theaters, and you are doing yourself a disservice by not going to the movie theaters. And that's our biggest problem right now. People aren't going to movie theaters. It's a huge issue. And I understand where people are coming from. We're in a bit of a recession. People aren't making a lot of money, so going to the movies is a luxury. But this is one of those things where it's like it could easily just go away. Movie theaters are going to start getting shut down if we don't keep going to movies. And if you're the average person, let's say you see 4 movies a year, and that could be even a bit gratuitous. Like you listening right now, think about it. When was the last time you went to a movie? And think about how many movies you see a year. We'll set that at 4. Now, that's every ticket's probably, depending on where you live, is somewhere around like $15 to $20 for standard viewing. It's expensive. Like, that's not cheap. But if you break it down, okay, $15, let's say you want to bring your girlfriend, your husband, wife, brother, uncle, whatever. It doesn't matter. That's $30. Okay, tax, let's round up 35. You want to get popcorn, that's another $10. Okay, we're looking at 45. You want to get a soda, that's $5. Okay, we're looking at $50 to go see a movie. $50 for 2 hours. Now, if you break that down, compare that to dinner, not that bad. That's like bringing you and 3 friends to like Taco Bell. $50, that's really not that much comparatively. But it feels expensive when you just want to go watch a movie and you're thinking, oh, I can go watch this at home. I'll wait till it comes to streaming and then I'll watch it at home. But it is not the same. Next time you go to a movie, pick IMAX, Dolby, whatever. Go watch that movie, and then when you get home, maybe the next day, whatever, watch that same movie at home. It will not be the same. Not even near to what it could be. The picture won't be as good. The sound won't be as good. You'll be distracted. That is one of the biggest benefits of watching a movie in the theater. You are not distracted. But these are all things that we know. We all know these things. We're not here to talk about how great movies in the theater are. We all know that. We're talking about how we're going to save the theaters. Now, sip. I need coffee to stay this energized to talk to you guys. My energy levels are still low from being sick, but I'm back here for you. Okay? I'm doing this for you. How are we going to save the theaters? Well, I got all the answers just tucked in my back pocket right now, and I'm going to share them with you. Number 1, make better fucking movies. I know that is an obvious thing to say, but too many times there's just movies that are just trying to appeal to every single person in the whole world. And it's so broad stroke that you're just missing the mark on every single person. Now, there's no executives listening to this, but that's an obvious thing. Make better movies. We don't need a $200 million art house flick when we can have, well, I think Sinners was $90 million. And it looks beautiful. It sounds beautiful. The special effects are amazing. But that all comes down to the filmmaker. So that's hit or miss. Do we need a Shrek 5? I don't know. But I'm not going to see it. That's not made for me. One thing I've been seeing, this is number 2. Step number 2. One thing I've been seeing is, and I'm honestly very, very proud of this one that I'm thinking about this. Not that it's necessarily entirely my idea. All right. Now, The Chosen, the TV series The Chosen. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's about the life of Jesus. Very cool TV show. I've auditioned for it a few times to play a little Roman soldier man. Did not get the part. But they did something very cool. They broke up their season into 3 parts, and they released them in theaters. So 1 week is the first 3 episodes. The next week, the next 3 episodes. The next week, the next 3 episodes. So you're breaking down this entire TV show, and they're generating way more income for the show before they release it on TV. And like I said, going back to what I was saying at the beginning, anything you watch in a theater will be better. I'm talking like 30% better. Now you're sitting here watching this as the average person, and you're just thinking, well, okay, why? Yeah, but that's great. I don't need it to be 30% better. It's like I just want it. I got bills to pay. I got mouths to feed. 100%. I totally believe you, and I agree with you. It's tough to get in. And that's why if you get things like Movie Pass, you get things like the AMC A-list. These are things that'll help make this barrier for entry a lot smaller. $25, you watch 2 movies, or you watch 1 movie in a bigger format like IMAX or Dolby. You're paying this thing off already. You and your spouse get this, game over. But it's not always just about the average person. It's about, the people who are movie lovers. Those are the people who are going to the theater. Now, the cool thing about The Chosen, how they broke it up with their TV show and put it in theaters, not only is the theater making money, but also this TV show is making money. Like, imagine watching Game of Thrones in a movie theater. How sick would that be? Imagine watching Breaking Bad in movie theater, Sopranos in a movie theater. How amazing would that be? Like, you want to get a nice home theater set up? Now imagine if there was like a legit studio quality theater that was showing your favorite TV show. So, my step number 2, put more TV in movie theaters. I know it sounds a little weird, but just do it. You're gonna see a huge influx of people going into the theater. I'll give you an example of this, a story. So I'm a huge Walking Dead fan. Love The Walking Dead. Watch every single episode. That was one of the TV shows that really got me into acting. Like, I wanted to be on The Walking Dead more than anything. And my chances are dwindling, kind of. I mean, The Walking Dead, the main show, is now over. R.I.P. But when that show ended, the series finale, they did a little contest, and it was on Canva. Design something, and you can win tickets to the series finale. And I was one of the finalists. I was like one of the final 10, and only one person won. But I ended up, it was in LA. I live in LA. And they're like, hey, we still got a couple extra tickets. Why don't you just come anyway? You won't get the full VIP experience that if you won the competition, but sure. So I went there with my wife, and it was the greatest experience of my life. Watching my favorite TV show on a giant screen, surrounded by fans of the TV show. That's like the biggest part of this. You're surrounded by other fans. If you're watching your favorite TV show in a theater, surrounded by other people who love the show, your experience is going to be elevated. One of my greatest theater experiences was watching Avengers Endgame in the theater, like opening weekend. The energy in that room was insane. Like, whenever something happened, people literally jumped out of their chairs, were cheering, they're throwing popcorn. It's like everything going on with the Minecraft movie right now. People are just bringing chickens, the chicken jockey thing. It was like all of that except less violent. Now, how beautiful does that sound? Just picture your favorite movie and being there opening weekend. Oh, whatever it may be, just close your eyes. Unless you're driving, don't do that. Just think about, if you could see A New Hope on opening weekend, just how crazy that would be. For all of us youngsters, it's hard for us to imagine that. But you won't get those experiences unless you go to the theater. But back to TV. Now, I understand it is not necessarily possible for theaters to fill up for an entire season, every single week, putting a TV show in theaters. So, if we break it down to just the season opener, the first episode of the season, and then the last episode, the season finale. I mean, you might as well just start printing money, right? I think you could sell out a theater so easily if you just do the first episode and the last episode of the season. That'd be nuts. I would be there in a heartbeat. Like Severance. Imagine if Severance was playing in theaters and you got to see the series finale. Like, everyone gets to experience those emotions. There's going to be so much buzz. You get to talk to new people about the show. Because people are having watch parties at their house. And that's very fun. It's super cool. But now imagine having a watch party with like 100 other people. That'd be electric. It's like a live event. It's like you're going to a sports game. Like that final scene when they're running down that red hallway. Oh, imagine all the energy in that room. Like, people just cheering and yelling. People are pissed, but people are loving it. There's this back and forth. Oh, man, the lobby in that theater after that would be insane. And these are things that people love TV. I think TV, honestly, is sometimes better than movies because you get to be experiencing it every single week. And, like, it's a culture. You get to be with these characters for so much longer. So, like, they kind of become your friend. And how cool is that? Like, you think of the Avengers movies. You're with them for so many movies over, like, 10 years. But it's the same thing with TV, except you get to see more of them. There's so much more of that story that you get to dive into. You got a whole cast of characters. You got 5 main characters. Well, yeah, you get to spend at least, like, 10 hours with each individual character. They all got their own thing going on. Sometimes they cross into each other's stories. Sometimes they got their own thing. Oh, they bring in a new character. Then you start loving that character. Then they become a lead character. That's the beauty of TV. Now, if you put that in theaters, I think you're changing the game. Now, that's like my main point of how to save movie theaters. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't put a lot of thought into this. I'm like, I got to make an episode. And what do I want to talk about this week, man? There's so much I want to talk about. I could talk about Coachella and like all this other bullshit. I really don't care about Coachella. Coachella's dumb. Sitting out in the dirt, paying a lot of money for some ticket while you get dust in your lungs. What is this, the Great Depression? Hey guys, you want to go sit in a dust storm and listen to some music from really far away? Oh, you got to go to the bathroom? Okay, it's a mile that way. There's a line that's about an hour. Oh, you need a place to sleep? Oh, there's a dirt patch right over there. It's going to be $500 tonight. Bring your tent. It might blow away. It's getting pretty windy. So what do you say? That sound good? Oh, it's going to be hard to get food. Well, don't worry. There's a concession stand right over here. It's only about $50 for a beer, and you can get a hot dog. There's vegan options as well for $20. What do you think? That sound good? Screw Coachella. Even though my wife has performed there. So, I mean, Coachella's cool, but who wants to spend all that money? Hell no. Anyway, okay. And movie theaters. You got to make the tickets just a little teeny tiny bit cheaper. A little bit cheaper, okay? Now, like I was talking about at the beginning of the episode, if you got a movie theater goer who wants to go to a movie with their wife, like they're working 9 to 5, they got kids, they got to get a babysitter, and like that's just more and more money. $15 for a movie ticket, that's not crazy, but for a person who doesn't just love movies, they just want to experience going to the movies, having fun, you gotta bring those ticket prices down. Let's say $12. Okay? Now you bring the movie theater ticket prices down, then you can start making movies on a slightly smaller budget, and that solves a lot of the problems. Just bring everything, shift it down a little bit. Just bring it, let's see that ceiling, it's up here. Let's bring it down. Okay, and again, these are all things that like we can't change on our own. If we really want to solve the theater crisis, we just got to go to movies. You want to keep seeing fun movies? Go to the movies. That's the plain and simple answer. But these are ideas that can really shift things up. I want to create a cultural movement to put TV in theaters, man. I just guarantee that this will work. And it'll generate so much revenue and it'll make TV shows more of an event. That's what pisses me off so much. I want TV shows to be more of an event. I know we're talking about movie theaters, and I'm just like, I just came from a movie, but damn. Quit spending so much money on movies. We don't need $200 movies. We don't need that. But what we do need, tip number 4, we need more movie stars. We need more movie stars, man. Name a movie star. You got like 5 of them. You got Tom Cruise. You got The Rock. Jason Statham, he's a movie star. Like, I'm talking movie star. Not actors, movie stars. And I'm upset putting The Rock on this list. Because I don't like The Rock. That dude's all about money. He literally does not give a shit. He will make the biggest heaping pile of shit as long as he gets paid. And all this stuff about him coming out to set like 8 hours late. He's got to get his pump in. The dude's using steroids, man. Convince me otherwise. You can't, because it's not even, well, I can't prove it. I can't prove that he's using steroids, but come on. We all know. Just admit it. It's fine. I don't care, just as long as you say it. I just hate all this, like, it's about tribe, it's about power. We get hungry, we devour. I I tried his energy drink once, and it was the biggest piece of shit I've ever drank. It was at Costco, it was on sale, so I'm like, why not? And it tasted like a melted popsicle. And no harm to popsicles. Like, I do love popsicles, man. And in any form, melted or, room temp, frozen, it's not the popsicle's fault here. It's just like the flavors were made by like a fifth grader. And it just, you can tell everything he puts his face on, he does not give a shit about. He's just like, oh, it's about money. It's about money. It's about cash. It's about steroids. It's about pumping iron. We get rich. We devour. We take what's ours. Anyway, I mean, sorry, Rock. I might work with him someday, hopefully. But I don't vibe with that. It's, if you don't like The Rock, comment down below. But we need more movie stars. We need more people who are just like the showstopper people that just bring people into the theater. You know what? That's what I want you to do. Comment your favorite movie star. Well, it can be an actor, it can be anyone. Just comment a person that gets you out to the theaters. For me, honestly, for me, it's all about story. And that brings us to number 5. Story. We just need movies that have better stories. It's like all of these, I am all about bringing more art to the screen. Like Anora. Great job. That was awesome. I'm really good for them for bringing out an original story. But you know what about that original story was really nice? It didn't cost $50 million to make, dude. They made a great movie for what was the budget? Like $16 million? And I think that's after marketing for the Oscars and everything, which costs a whole bunch of money. But just make movies that are just more entertaining. You want to know why Top Gun Maverick was so good and made so much money? Because it wasn't pandering to anyone. People like that movie because it talked about, there's this whole other place in between New York City and Los Angeles. It's called America. Okay? Let me break it down for you. And then right in the smack middle of that, there's this area called the Midwest. Those are my people. Proud of it. Guy from South Dakota. There are people in there who like movies. And they're not going to a movie to see a message. And I'm not saying those movies cannot exist. It is very important for those movies to exist. But when you got a big movie, don't try to sneak some bullshit in there. No one's going to this movie to see a... You don't go to Transformers movie to get preached to about whatever. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you're pushing any sort of agenda. If you're making some big budget movie, don't go preaching to people. They just want to see things explode and have fun and have characters that are three-dimensional. Even if the characters aren't three-dimensional, just fucking make them funny or just... Make them the buff dude. Make them the smart lady or smart dude. Give it a buff chick. Yeah, we'll take a buff chick. That's awesome. Let's go, lady. Like Ronda Rousey was in that Fast and Furious movie. She's punching people into floors. That shit was awesome, man. Just give us more movies without a message. That's huge. That'll get people in Middle America their asses in theaters. Do you guys agree? If you agree, let me know. Because I could just be preaching to the choir here, but I believe this is what people want. Is there a step number 6? I don't really know, man. I don't know. I really only had 3 steps here, and 4 and 5 just kind of were birthed out of this experience. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that, 1, are movie theaters worth saving? Now, for me, that's a solid yes. Like I said, and you've been hearing me talk about this entire time, I love seeing movies in a theater. There's nothing like it, and there will never be anything like it. Okay, do you think movie theaters should be saved? What are your ideas to save movie theaters? Please leave a comment if you think you have a good idea on how to save movie theaters. And 3, what is your favorite type of movie to see in a theater? Is it an action movie? Are we talking like Marvel? Are we talking thriller? Are we talking horror? Huh? I think if we start making more smaller budget movies. I know I'm just talking what Sean Baker said at the Oscars, but if we make more smaller budget movies, then there's going to be a higher chance that those movies are going to resonate with someone, and it's way less risk. Perhaps. I just think if you hit that middle American market, I don't know. I think you're really gonna get a lot more people in theaters because they're not going to movies right now because they don't give a shit about what's coming out. But you should give a shit about Sinners, Warfare. What else is coming out right now? Let me check. Oh, that was my other point. I totally forgot. Okay, this is the big one. This is a big one. 6? Am I on 6? 6. Step number 6. Re-releases. Re-release movies in theaters that people want to see. This Monday, I'm going to see the 20th anniversary of Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. I'm going to see that in theaters. I've never seen that movie in theaters. Never, my entire life, and I love that movie. I've seen that movie probably 20 times, but I'm going to see it in theaters for the first time ever. And that's exciting for me. We need more of these anniversary releases. Like, even if it's just like the holiday season, and they're starting to do this more, and I really think it's working. This is a huge thing that people need to start doing. Anniversary releases. Tommy Boy was just out for the 30th anniversary. And now we got the Star Wars. We got, I think Coraline goes into movie theaters like every single year during Halloween. Keep bringing out these bangers that people love. It's going to be a return on investment for years to come. Just do what's another good movie that, like the Harry Potter movies, you start putting those back in theaters. Despite what people think about J.K. Rowling, people are going to go out and see those damn movies, man. They're so good. I think we got some good ideas. Now, executives, if you like any of the ideas, make sure you like and subscribe to the show, because if you're a subscriber, the 5-0 are always coming whenever I'm trying to talk about my subscribers. Because we have a subscriber spotlight every single week, and today we are shouting out one subscriber who I will have here in a quick second. Where's your name? I have it right here. Trevor Hoyt, subscriber spotlight. Trevor Hoyt, thank you for subscribing to the show. That's a round of applause for you. Now, Trevor, I just want to say something to you. Thank you for subscribing to the show. It means a lot to me. Now, I know I'm just a little boy from a small village in Russia, but I think, actually, my name is Niko Bellic. You might have seen me in video game GTA 5. You think I might sound a little bit different, but that's okay. But Trevor Hoyt, I just want to say thank you for subscribing to the show. And to everyone listening, if you want to be on Subscriber Spotlight, make sure you subscribe to the show. Like this video. Like the freaking last video too, because no one watched it. No one watched this video. What the hell is up with this? Anyway, that's enough of that. Well, there you have it, folks. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of A Guy from South Dakota. Make sure you subscribe to the show, follow, link, share, whatever. Seriously, though, thank you so much for tuning in. See you next week.
I'm just a guy from South Dakota. South Dakota is part of me. Fuck you.